They're coming from that direction! Wait, that area looks kind of familiar.
What? How unlucky can we... We probably don't have any reinforcements over there, so it's up to us.
Huh? Seems like the monsters are decreasing in number.
Come on, everyone, keep it up!
Surfboard?
Need a surfboard?
Time to go. Into the wind. Oh, so sorry.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Retribution!
Clouds high. The birds call. Wind strider. Cool it.
Ataya, what are you doing here?
Where do you think? I was in a hurry, so it's not my...
Stop talking for now. That wound...
Is this the right area? Hello? Anyone there? Mulani and Ataya. What's going on? We were told the second pylon was over here.
Ataya took care of it, but she's injured.
All right, stop fussing. Don't you think I...
Wait, no. This...
For...
Ataya!
You think I couldn't tell you were avoiding me on And you, Mualani.
Oh, forget about that. The doctor's almost...
The impurities and the elemental energy we embody repel each other.
What? The crystal has been purified? When?
The anguish he feels has brought him to tears. I also came across a teardrop crystal. Can you purify it?
Ataya! Ataya! Wait, what do you mean? What is this? Some sort of purification?
How can that be? I never knew that was even possible.
Ataya! Yes, thanks to the Traveler. By the way, Traveler, are you all right? I just saw you purify abyssal power from Ataya's body. You're sure? Good.
Thank goodness. You scared us all half to death just now.
All right, everyone, head back and get some rest. We'll celebrate Ataya's recovery, and most importantly, we'll show the Traveler and Paimon how grateful we are for their aid.
Got it!
Got any other secret powers I should know about? Oh, but seriously, you really came through for us tonight, so thank you.
almost forgot you had that ability. You used it back in Mondstadt to cleanse That was some quick thinking, Traveler.
Abyssal power still exists within her body. Immersive.
We think Auntie Atea's illness is...
She can never come into...
Hello? Travel?
Adventure time! Not interested in hanging out with the other kids? Snacks not to your taste? Hot spring temperature too high? None of the above, huh? I heard you were the one who cleansed the abyssal power yesterday. I was hoping to...
Who? Me?
Yes, you. Come on.
Hey,
Just going to get some air. You have fun. We'll be right back. Oh, and there are extra snacks and...
All right! Sound...
Mualani.
Yeah?
Tell me, how are your parents?
They're away on business. Traveler, did something happen?
I guess I wasn't visiting the hot springs because I was getting better. And that pilot, it's because your friend saved my life in that cave. And because of that, the hot springs, I'm just trying to enjoy them for as long as I have left.
Oh.
Mualani?
That better not happen again, whether I'm here to catch you or not.
You want to know something? You've never been resurrected, so you might not understand. But I lived with regret, but yesterday, I was finally able to let go of that. Seeing you out there, it made me realize that even if I was never injured, old age would still take me one day. Just remember, whether in life or death,
I understand. I'll do everything in my power to protect our tribe, our nation.
good. Oh, and if any of you have the chance to meet with the Archon, could you give this to her for me? A talisman I've carried with me my whole life. It may seem strange to say while I'm still alive, it's brought me good fortune in battle. Even after I became too sick to fight, I never took it off. Just tell her it embodied.
Don't worry.
All right.
Traveler, Atea, Mualani! If you don't hurry up, there won't be any snacks left!
Excuse me, what did I... Life is a journey in which there's no...
Paimon feels like a whole new Paimon after those... Still, spending time... The Kaholasaurs are so... Oh, and Atea's snacks were so delicious. Yelling at some kids who got caught
Hey, you guys. Sleep well last night?
Yep, this is...
Glad you like it. I was thinking of taking you guys out to do some sea fishing.
Hey, Mualani!
Yeah? What do you need?
The team sent out to fight in the Night Warden.
And Kachina?
Kachina... But don't worry, the team was victorious.
That's a relief. The Abyss is cunning, and it was her first...
Exactly. She deserves to hold her head up high.
All right, thanks for letting me know. We'll head out in a bit. Jeez, she sounded a little anxious there. Had me thinking it was bad news for a moment.
that attacked your tribe. If there really was some sort of cunning, not that Paimon...
Relax, I get it. At a glance, it certainly seems like the only goal is total destruction. But through our long history of fighting the Abyss, 500 years ago, the Abyss in... That's right. Conria suffered greatly during that time. But so did every other nation in Teyvat. And Natlan was the worst affected of all. It took the combined effort of Pyro Archon and heroes from every tribe to finally repel the Abyss. Even so, the effects of the invasion lingered for hundreds of years, only able to be reversed little by little. Our tribe's waters were contaminated. The Children of Echo's territory was overrun by dangerous sludge surging from underground. Unrelenting black winds tore across the land. It was like each disaster was designed for Exactly. We now believe the Abyss has invaded the Night Kingdom, and has the capacity to read the memories of this land at any given moment.
And that's how it became so dangerous and cunning. Almost like it knows you inside and out.
Yes, and that... Luckily, the problem... Now every tribe is prospering and things are...
You must have had to sacrifice a...
Every battle, responsibility, duty, but I believe to think that my name could survive in ballads passed down to future generations, it's kind of romantic. Everyone has something that drives them forward, you know? We have to. Not only for ourselves, but for our future. Anyway, let's head to the sea's not going... Of course. No one's Kachina's gonna be so flustered. She's never had this many eyes on her before.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like the kind of person who...
Looks like I'm just in time.
Kanich, you're here!
Yeah, a commission ran longer than expected.
Yeah, it's all taken care of. Our new friend here's got some tricks up her sleeve.
Hey, look! Is it about to...
That's right. Someone will come out and recite a... Come on, let's find a spot with a good view. When the singing's... Let's go somewhere higher up.
Warriors of Net, we are those who grew along, those who forged. That is Netland's fire, the lifeblood of our nation.
I could not find Kachina within the night.
What?
Usually once the ode is complete, the Pyro Archon...
What's going on?
This has never happened.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. Clearly, the team sent to fight the Abyss didn't win after. Think about it. Since the Archon couldn't find Kachina in the Night Kingdom, that must mean...
Hey! You just haven't gotten over the fact that Kachina beat you...
Pathetic. The both of you.
Your wild guesses are misplaced. We completed our mission.
Maybe you did, but who's to say whether that little girl even... Why would the YUB recognize someone like her, even if she was on the winning team?
How dare you insult a hero of Kachina sacrificed herself to repel the Abyss! She doesn't deserve to be subjected to your...
Calm down, Mulan. There's no
I can't just sit here and let them slander her like that.
To insult a hero of Natlan,
You...
Think about it, everyone. Who do you think is really at fault here? A girl who never should have even gone to war? Or the great Pyro Archon? Why would the rules of our nation That's true.
If she was... Maybe the YUB interpret...
I mean, that girl didn't look all that...
Kachina wouldn't have run! That's not...
No! She's been waiting, no matter how daunting the situation. We don't even know what happened. So don't you dare try to use this...
Fine. We'll find out what happens soon enough.
That's enough. There is no doubt about today's victory, or Kachina's however. The failure of today's ceremony is undeniable. To prevent further casualties, I have decided...
What?
No one is all-knowing. No one is, but doubt is a means by which we seek the truth.
I didn't mean it that way, Archon. I just...
If there are things you wish to clarify, then ask me directly.
No,
even though I have said nothing to change your mind.
That guy doesn't even have the courage to answer the pyro.
I have a question, Archon. My friend Kachina. I know you said you were investigating the situation.
I've already shared everything I know. If you want to learn the truth and so...
Of course I'll join.
In that case, come...
We should join them.
Oh, and if it's not too much trouble, rest assured, everyone, I'll keep... Once again,
Did she just ask us to come along?
I believe she did.
The situation is urgent, so I'll get straight to the point. Kachina is undoubtedly a hero. There's been unrest in the Night Kingdom, but I don't know what's causing it. As a result, I've been unable to track down her location until we find and address the cause of the
And that means Kachina won't be able to come back?
That's correct. No.
How long will that take?
It's hard to say.
Kachina always dreamed of fighting the Abyss. She wasn't afraid of death because she knew if it came whenever we sat down together, exhausted from training, she would always hum the She was supposed to come back to us. We were supposed to hug her and celebrate with her and share her joy. We supported her sit peacefully and wait for her.
That's not fair.
It's all right. Believe me, I want to bring her back, but please, hear what I have to say considering the recent attack on your tribe, I believe the Abyss has found a new means of undermining the rules of our nation.
You mean...
The sacred flame. If we continue to hold the pilgrimage and send teams to fight the Abyss, there will likely be more casualties. But if we stop altogether, the sacred flame will only grow weaker. The abyss...
If we compare the two choices... Sorry, I know that may sound harsh, but I bear the name Malipo. Weighing the costs is my duty. The raw truth can be cruel.
But what would you say, Muala?
No. I can't...
You're saying it doesn't matter whether...
Yes. What happened to Kachina?
And that is the crux of the problem. Either way, there will be people who suffer. Once doubt has crept in, the people will no longer unite in battle. Their ultimate goal isn't to break the rules that make the Ode of Resurrection. To prevent what happened to Kachina from happening to anyone else, we need to suspend the pilgrimage. So that is my current plan. And in the meantime, I've made efforts to strengthen each tribe's defenses. Then, we have to find another... I understand your...
Wow. Hyman thought things were gonna get heated.
I owe you an apology, Archon.
We could always hold the pill...
I've considered that. Without the chance to fight with fewer participants...
So, essentially...
You've learned about the Staying there for a short period of time shouldn't have enough... Your sense of... Imagine pouring it... I won't sugarcoat it.
Just like you said, Archon. You can focus all your efforts on dealing with this...
The Abyss poses this...
Kachina's waiting for us to...
I failed to protect her.
Traveler? What do you think?
Understood. Then I'll support you. The Masters of the Night Wind have a tech... If we can find Kachina's ancient name, then comes the hard part.
But isn't the Night Kingdom...
Under normal circumstances, only the consciousness can enter. But there is a way to go there in person. However, know that the Night Kingdom will attempt to repel you, and the Abyss certainly won't leave you be.
That's fine by me.
Same here. Fighting the Abyss is nothing new for me.
Paimon's...
Lolly of the Masters of the Nightwind. It was originally...
That was the artifact I delivered to...
Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
Your thanks are on... Besides... Traveler, I certainly didn't expect our first I've heard all about your accomplishments. Why? Is that not what happened in the other nations you visited?
Yeah, things were pretty complicated at the start. And...
That's more like it. After all, I've heard perhaps even more than you can imagine. But we can talk ideally...
Oh, I almost forgot. Atea was wounded. It embodies fond memories and my strength of will. That's what she asked us to tell you. She said you'd know what that means.
I didn't think... If things were different, the two of us could have enjoyed the hot springs together while she gave this to me in person. We're supposed... But don't worry. This talisman means a great deal to me.
You said you didn't want to jeopardize the production of contending fire. But...
You're right. Even now, the production of contending... The gradual corrosion caused by the Abyss has resulted... As things stand, the pilgrimage is a lost cause. The Abyss has brought catastrophe to Natlan. And...
We can't let the general public know that.
No. If the public learned that Natlan's destruction... But if I said nothing at all, they would...
Another simple choice. The latter was clearly...
I have never subscribed to the... Let's go. There's still a way for the sacred flame to last a little longer.
You...
Yes. The sacred flame must never go out. Not only does it strike fear in the abyss, but it's also the pillar of Natlan's stability. So until our heroes...
But that can only last so...
Don't let desperation cloud your judgment. Those chosen by the Wayab have all we can do.
Even so, for you to make this sacrifice, it's not right.
If I possess great strength, but I'm not above my people. This is part of my duty.
Archon, it's the Fatui!
The Archon of Natlan. A force to be reckoned with. The secret of the ley lines is no secret to me. Long have they been destined for ruin. And since the oath made 5 centuries ago remains unfulfilled, what use is the Gnosis in your hands?
I don't know what you mean. But it sounds like this is about more than the Tsaritsa.
In times of crisis, someone must pick up the mantle of salvation. Your plan has reached an impasse, and now it falls to me to create new rules for Natlan. But before the dawn of a new age, the old must be destroyed.
I assume that's the end of your speech? Good. People like us. Let our blades do the talking! Masters of the Night Wind. Send word. The captain and his followers must be apprehended.
Are you alright, Archon?
He was a formidable opponent.
I never imagined someone... If the Tsaritsa sent him here, why...
Yeah, and...
The Harbingers are all... But I'm sure the captain has his own reasons for being here as well.
Whatever his motive.
No. The wound I inflicted should hold him back and weaken him for the time being. Besides, I'm sure you noticed.
In other words, there are traitors among us.
Not necessarily. When we exchanged final blows... Kanich, go to the Masters of the Nightwind and look into who could have aided the captain. Speak to...
Of course. I'll head out right now.
Yes. Natlan's strength has never rested solely in its Archon. Together we foresaw the only path that leads to our nation's future. We must try...
Is everything okay, Archon?
Completely fine. Just lamenting the fact that I never got a picture when I could still turn my... I just hope the others have a safe journey.
What's happening at the stadium?
It feels like the Archon unleashed her power.
Should we go back and check?
Have faith in the Archon.
Once we find Kachina's ancient name.
Okay, let's just...
What's the hurry?
What can you tell us about the scions of the canopy?
The tribespeople are very adventurous.
Oh, kinda like us then.
I'm not so sure. You don't strike me as the type to enjoy danger. The scions of the canopy are a bunch of thrill-seekers. They love extreme sports like rock climbing, rappelling, volcano parkour, or even bungee jumping without a rope while a Yunkasaur stands at the edge and uses its tongue to catch them. Sound like something you'd be interested in?
Time to go.
Paimon's not doing any of that. She can just cheer you on from the sidelines.
That's Waina, the tribal chief. Let's head over to him.
Time to go.
Chaska.
Nice to see you again, Waina. I'm afraid we don't have time.
Whoa, hold on a second.
My friend Kachina.
Rescuer? From the Night King?
That's right.
I'm sorry, but someone needs to tell you what you don't want to... The nature of battle is unpredictable.
I appreciate what you're trying to say, Chief Waina.
I thought you might say...
Is something wrong, Waina? This doesn't... Life isn't complete without taking risks.
It's nothing. If you're that determined, far be it from me.
Thank you.
Huh. Seems like you two go way back.
Oh, Chaska's a peacekeeper, so she's famous throughout... Her younger sister...
Oh, you have a younger sister?
Yes. Alan, but let's get back to business.
As you probably know, your intended destination is completely different from the real world. The Night Kingdom is like a river flowing with constant. In that sense, the stone is like a fishing boat drifting down the river.
We couldn't do that ourselves.
With a little practice, I'm sure you could. You have the strength and the talent. If you want to make sure this works, though, I could recommend someone to you.
Who?
Vichama. He's got a keen eye.
Vichama?
He's one of Auntie Where can we...
Ever since Melk.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Someone admiring the scenery from the cliff tops. Ah! That must be him! Hello there, are you Vichama?
That's me. Did you need something? What? You're saying you can bring someone back from the Night Kingdom? How is that even possible?
so good.
Everything's fine. I'll help you, but I do have a small request. After I help you find Kachina...
Your friend?
Yes, but I'd rather not get into it.
That's not a problem.
Yeah. Since you're helping us find Kachina's ancient name, it's only right that we return the favor.
Then we're agreed. Can... I see. From what I can tell, once the connection is established, the Abyss will come surging through the opening like a predator honing in on the scent of blood. So we have to be sure not to use it in a tribal settlement.
Wow, you got all...
I just picked up on... I'll go find an open area and start...
We'll go right away.
First, I'll need some hook ropes. Pretty much every store around here carries them, so no need to go anywhere special. Oh, and I need to build a net out of them, so make sure you get a good amount.
Wait, are you saying you're going to use a...
By creating something
Oh, I see.
Right. I need one... Normally, you can only get obsidian from the...
Gotcha!
All right, let's split up. See that clearing? Let's meet over there when you're done. Oh, and you can send someone with me if you want. In case you're worried I might take the stone for myself.
What do you think, Chaska?
There's no need. Lena spoke highly of you. That means you're trustworthy.
I appreciate it. Anyway, it'll take some time to set everything.
What an odd guy. He seemed so defeated, but also really invested in the stone at the same time.
I don't have any more insight than you, Paimon. Let's just focus on the preparations for now. Hang on, Kachina. Do you have any hook ropes for sale?
Hook ropes? As in rock climbing equipment?
Yes. How much for your whole stock?
Oh, the whole thing?
Deal.
Wait.
What, you want me to drive down?
Oh, no problem at all. I'll even pass along some information on the house. These All right. That's everything. Here you go.
Now we need the obsidian. Let's go talk to the
Excuse me, do you sell obsidian?
Why, yes. I've got a chunk.
Perfect.
That might be.
Thank you so much.
Relax. Everything's going.
I know, it's just... I could tell Vichama feels that Kachina always carries all sorts of shiny stones with her. If I was the one trapped in the Night Kingdom...
Well, would you look at that? I did bring an extra. Here you go, young lady.
Perfect! Thank you.
If you hadn't shown up, these stones would have just... Here you go. By the... How's he doing?
Do you know what happened between them?
I heard about it in passing while I was out drinking one night. Melko was an amazing fighter. 5 years ago, they both emerged triumphant in the pilgrimage and were placed on the same team to fight the Abyss. But on the eve of battle...
Then what happened?
The team agreed that Vichama didn't argue. He knew going to the front lines with an injured leg would make him a burden in battle. So they raised the issue with the Pyro Archon, and she agreed to let him stay behind. It's just... Melko and the others ended up facing hordes of abyssal monsters in numbers that far exceeded anyone's expectations. The team made an error in judgment, and they fell to the Vichama went into a deep depression after that. He blames himself for everything. Oh, you're not wrong. But it's possible he chooses to blame himself. Not because he did something wrong. I've tried convincing him to move. The Abyss has caused so much suffering. And anyway, that's the...
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade, it is the last link I have to the land of my birth. There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
Into the wind! One with nature. Follow the wind.
Did you get everything?
Yep, it's all here. When do we start?
I've made all the necessary adjustments. As agreed, I'll help you find Kachina's. Go ahead. After Malco fell, I scoured the battlefield to see what happened. It turned out, if I had been there, I would have been able to sense. I've always blamed myself for what happened.
But that happened. The Pyro Archon said all life with it.
There might not be much hope. All right, let's get to it. I'll start. Make sure you prepare yourselves for battle. As I said, the stone will link the mortal realm to the Night Kingdom. The Abyss will likely
Look at that golden thing. It must be one of those fragments Vichama mentioned. Let's get closer.
Time to go.
Whoa, monsters incoming! Watch out, everyone!
Freeze! Ha! 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 Off we go! Cool it!
Damn you! Time to go. Yeah.
I'm going in!
Dodge this! Don't get frostbite. Verdict is... Cool it! What's the hurry? Freeze! This moment will be frozen in time. As one with wind and cloud! Dodge this! One with nature!
Everybody stand!
Freeze! Time for retribution!
How much longer, Vichama?
Not long. We're getting close.
Adventure time! Adventure time!
Quick! Take it! I found Kachina's ancient name. Hang in there, Malco. Just a little longer.
Something's not right.
The abyss is corroding his body.
I should have died 5 years. I just need a little more time. Please, I'm almost there. Thank you.
Whoa, watch out! The power of the abyss is strong.
This power.
Hanging in there?
Malco. No! What?
We can't wait any longer.
I already tried, but the power of the abyss has him in it.
In that case, get back!
Chaska, wait!
Ouch! What happened just now? It looked like...
The stone's power was spiraling out of control. You were all caught in the shockwave of the explosion.
Give us a heads up next time, will you?
I thought I said to get back.
Yeah, barely a second before you made it go poof. Not everyone has your reflexes.
Okay.
At least Kachina's ancient name is... Vichama!
Vichama!
I couldn't find Malco's ancient name. Once your ancient name disappears, there's no coming. And now...
Vichama.
I'm sure he's heard enough condolences over...
Huh? What's that in your...
Huh? This is...
Hey.
Not enough to swing a sword, but to...
I never thought I'd actually die on this mission.
Guess I have something to be thankful for then. Pisak.
always. Maybe you're right. Maybe no one will get to hear our last words. But just in case. Vichama, don't be sad. Just keep on living. For the both of us.
Was that a memory?
Seems like we were able to salvage something after all.
Of course. Seeing him, hearing his voice again, it makes me unbelievably happy. But it also brings with it an even deeper pain.
A deeper pain? Why?
Malko was always the type to put on a brave face. For all these years, I regretted not being able to fight alongside him to the end.
Vichama.
I'm fine. Actually, I heard when you asked for my help, I hesitated too, but I also understood why. Once allowed to fester, guilt strips us of our most... If I could do it all over again, I would have followed Malko to the front lines no matter what. That way, even if there are critical junctures, and that's something I had to learn in hindsight. But you're still at the crossroads of your journey, so I hope you can walk away without regrets.
Thank you, Vichama. I promised I would find her, and I intend to keep that.
That's good to hear.
Once abyssal corrosion enters the body, a portion will fuse itself to your internal organs. Even though the Traveler possesses powers of purification, the corrosion can never be fully eradicated. Thanks to her, though.
That does make me feel better. You seem very knowledgeable about all this.
Just speaking from experience.
Anyway, we've recovered Kachina's ancient name. Oh, and...
Koichi, are you really gonna just stand there like...
I think you know exactly what I'm trying to say, Uncle Wina. I can hear...
Honestly, it's just one... They're back.
Koichi?
Don't play dumb with your... My apologies, everyone. I just...
I'll be just a moment.
Who is that?
Koichi, Chaska's younger sister. Although the two aren't actually related by blood, it's not really my story to tell, but I guess she was afflicted with a rare disease when she was a child, and abandoned in the wild as a result. That strength of will pushed her to survive, but it also planted a seed of conflict within her. Eventually...
For some reason, Paimon...
Well, when Chaska finally returned to human society, it was Koichi's parents who adopted her. At the time...
Ah, I remember those days. One of those fights was definitely with me. Eventually, she found a way to rein in that desire to fight. And now she's who people call to resolve conflicts. She's known as the Peacemaker. It sounds like...
That's partly my fault. Koichi asked me to stop Chaska from doing anything.
Oh, I get it. No wonder...
I'm all for your adventure. You need to take risks when you're young, because by the time you're my age, you couldn't attempt something like that even if you wanted to. Better try now than live with regrets later. That's what I say. Still, I can understand where Koichi's coming.
All right, it's just the two of us now. You have 1 minute to explain yourself.
I don't have anything to...
That attitude is exactly the problem. It's like you don't care. You try to sneak off to the Night Kingdom behind my back and then play it down as if it...
Well, technically...
Again with the... We agreed, didn't we? There are 4 levels of danger. If it's not something urgent, you can only engage in... But a trip to the Night Kingdom? If that...
What do you mean, sneak into the place? I always planned on walking in there with...
You bought off Uncle Wina, didn't you? He promised me...
You feel like he went back on his word. What if I told you my mind was...
Oh,
This is important. If you were...
You don't know that? I'm a doctor, and I handle logistics. If you're going to waltz into a dangerous situation where you could lose control at any moment, it's my duty to say something.
All right, whatever.
You...
Time out. Is...
Chaska, does it sound like a...
Then... You need to know something.
But the person you become...
That's a different issue. You said it yourself. A person is only as good as their morals.
I've also told you that man...
Sometimes you have to make sacrifices. All right, let's stop this here.
Is that a threat? That sounds like a threat to me.
Koichi!
So, you're really going to go...
Then support me.
So, that's it.
Something you wanted to say?
I know you aren't related by blood.
Really?
You know, I said that very thing to Koichi not too long ago, and she reacted the exact same way, down to the very tone of voice. It's not my place to get involved.
Thank you.
Anytime. According to Kinich, it's an important ceremonial artifact, so it'd be safer to keep it with me.